Hello viewers, welcome again to example 4 on the rate that I started with you in the previous videos. In the previous videos, we started learning about rate and we've done a detailed explanation on it, and also we've solved some examples on it as well in the previous videos. And I hope you understood it and you enjoyed the lesson as well. So this is a continuation to solve another example with you so that you get a perfect understanding of it. So this is example 4. As you can see from the board, I have example 4 on the board. So it means we've already done example 1, 2, and 3 in the previous videos. And I will advise that you do well to watch the previous videos, because the previous videos lays the foundation, the basic knowledge and understanding that you need about the topic rate. I've done all those explanations in the previous videos, particularly the first video. Okay, so please do all to watch the previous video so that you can get a good understanding and foundation to be able to handle this session as well. And please don't forget to like the videos and also share them after watching. And if you are watching for the first time, please do all to follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel also. Let's go ahead and tackle the example 4 that I have on the board together. Okay, so let's read the question. Okay, so example 4, it says that a train traveling at 105 kilometers per hour goes through a tunnel 1,575 meters long. Calculate in seconds the time a passenger on the train spends in the tunnel. Okay, let me read it one more time. It says that a train traveling at 105 kilometers per hour goes through a tunnel 1,575 meters long. Calculate in seconds the time a passenger on the train spends in the tunnel. Okay, so the question is asking us to find the time, okay, a passenger on the train spends in the tunnel. Okay, so we are calculating for the time in this question. Okay, and it says that the time is supposed to be in seconds. Okay, now I have explained to you from the previous videos that anytime you have a word problem question, the first thing to do is that read the question very well and understand, because your understanding of the question is part of the solution. Okay, so read the question for at least 2 times, okay, and get a clear understanding of what the question is asking you to do. Okay, that is very key, because without your understanding on what the question is asking you to do, then you cannot proceed to solve. Okay, you cannot give the right solution. Okay, so get to understand the question, okay, by reading it for at least 2 times, okay, and it will guide you to know what to do. Okay, the next step is that after reading and you've understood the question, okay, you write down all the given information in the question down. With that, what I mean is that extract all the given information from the question and write it down. That is also part of the solution. It makes the work much easier and it gives you an idea of what to do. Okay, so I'm going to read the question one more time, and whilst I'm reading it, I'm going to write down all the given information from the question. Okay, so let's read again and let me write down the information. Okay, so I'm going to write down my solution, okay, and let's read and extract all the given information in the question. Okay, so it says that a train traveling at 105 kilometers per hour goes through a tunnel. So that is the average speed given, or the speed given. Okay, I explained to you from the previous videos that anytime you have 2 units that are combined to a particular value, it means that value is the speed, or the average speed under the rate. Okay, I've explained this to you in the previous video. Okay, so you should know that this is the speed, or the average speed. Okay, from the previous videos I've explained to you that anytime you have 2 units that are combined to a particular value, it means that value is the speed, or the average speed under the rate. Okay, that's what it means. Okay, so anytime you have 2 units that are combined to a particular value. Okay, in the case of this one, we have 105 kilometers per hour. Okay, so meaning that that is our speed or average speed. Okay, so I hope you understand and you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so that's our speed or average speed. Okay, so let me write it down. Okay, so our speed, okay, speed, so write speed in full, then into brackets S, okay, equals to 105 kilometers per hour. Okay, so that's our speed given, and it says that a train traveling at 105 kilometers per hour goes through a tunnel which is 1,575 meters long. So that is our distance. I hope you agree with me. So I'm going to write the distance down. Okay, so write your distance in full, okay, into bracket D equals to, so our distance into bracket D equals to 1,575 meters. Okay, it says calculate in seconds the time a passenger on the train spends in the tunnel. Okay, so we are going to calculate for the time, okay, in seconds. Okay, now let's put the formula for finding speed down. Okay, let's put the formula down. Okay, so we know that the formula for finding speed, okay, so speed equals to distance over time. Okay, I hope you agree with me. Okay, so we have that our speed equals to distance over time. Okay, so let me rule the line more. Okay, so this is our formula for finding speed. Okay, so now from the values given, okay, please check the values very well. You can see that the speed is given in kilometers per hour. Okay, meaning that the distance is in kilometers and the time is in hours. Okay, take note of it. Look at it. We have 105 kilometers per hour, meaning that the distance is in kilometers and the time is in hours. But here is the case that the distance that we are giving here, it's in meters, okay, which is 1,575 meters, meaning that we cannot solve with this value unless we change it to kilometers. I hope you agree with me up to this point. Look at it. We have 105 kilometers per hour, meaning that the distance is supposed to be in kilometers and the time is supposed to be in hours. But here is the case, you have been given a distance which is in meters. So it means we cannot solve with this distance which is in meters. We have to convert it to kilometers, okay, because it needs to have the same unit as what we have here. Okay, so this distance which is given in meters, we need to change it to kilometers. Okay, I hope the explanation is clear enough up to this point. Okay, so let's do the conversion. Okay, so we know that for every 1,000 meters it equals to 1 kilometer. Okay, so let me write it down and let's do our conversion. You know that for every 1,000 meters equals to 1 kilometer. Okay, and we are changing 1,575 meters. Okay, so my 1,575 meters equals to S, I don't know. Okay, so I represent it by a variable. Okay, so if I'm able to create two equations like this, what I do is that I cross multiply. Okay, so we are going to cross multiply. Okay, so let's cross multiply and solve for the value of S. Okay, so S times 1,000, it gives me 1,000S. I hope you agree with me. So we are going to have our 1,000S equals to 1,575 times 1. It gives me 1,575. Okay, and for us to get our S, we divide through the equation by 1,000. So I divide here by 1,000, here also by 1,000. This and this cancel. Okay, so we have our S equals to 1,575 divided by 1,000. Okay, so I'll have my S. Okay, let me write it here. My S equals to 1,575 over 1,000. Okay, so now there's a simple way to simplify this one. Okay, and that is if you want to change it to decimal, all that you need to do is that you can see that it's being divided by 1,000. Okay, we have 3 zeros down here. So for you to change it to decimals, all that you need to do is that stand here and move 3 steps forward. Okay, so you stand here, move 3 steps forward because of the 3 zeros. Okay, if it was to be divided by 10, we would have turned here and we would have moved one step. Okay, this is how it works. If it's divided by 10, you can stand here and move just a step and you bring your point. If it's being divided by 100, you stand here and move 2 steps because it's 2 zeros. Okay, you move 2 steps forward. Okay, then you bring your point. If it's being divided by 1000, in the case of this one, we stand here and move 3 steps forward, then we bring our point. That is, we leaving the answer in decimal if you want to. Okay, if you want to leave the answer in fraction also, you can do that. Anyway, you get the same answer. Okay, so either you leave your answer in decimal or you leave your answer in fraction. Okay, any way that you go about it, you still end up with the same answer. Okay, so let me leave my answer in decimal. Okay, so I'm going to stand here and move 3 steps forward. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, so my point is here. Okay, so I'm going to get my S to be 1.575 seconds. Okay, sorry, not seconds, but kilometers. Okay, we are changing it to kilometers. Okay, so kilometers. I hope you agree with me up to this point. Okay, so let me just clean this one and write it well. Okay, so that anyone watching can see it. Okay, so we have 1575 over 1000, and when we change it to decimal, this is what you are getting. We just stand at the back and move 3 steps forward, and that gives us 1.575 kilometers. Okay, because we are converting the distance, okay, which is 1575 meters to kilometers. Okay, and that gives us 1.575 kilometers. I hope the explanation is clear enough up to this point. Okay, so now we can now proceed and input our values and solve for the time. Okay, and after we've gotten the time, we change it to seconds because the question demands that our answer, which is the time that you are looking for, should be in seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead and put down the formula. Okay, so this my distance is my speed equals to distance over time. Okay, so I'm going to repeat it here. Okay, so my speed equals to distance, okay, over the time. Okay, so now the speed is given to be 105. Okay, so I'm going to put my 105 here equals to the distance. Okay, the distance, we've converted it to kilometers, which is 1.575 kilometers. So 1.575, okay, all over the time that you are looking for, which we don't know. Okay, so all over t. Okay, so you just bring your t. Okay, from here what you do is that you can just cross multiply to solve for your t. Okay, or you can multiply through by the LCM. Anyway, you get the same answer. Okay, so you can just make this one over 1, then you cross multiply 105 times the t. It will give you 105t equals to the 1 times 1.575. It will give you 1.575. Okay, and to get my t, I'll divide through the equation by 105. Okay, so I'll divide here by 105 and here also by 105. Okay, so that this and this can cancel. Okay, so we have my t equals, I hope, let me continue from this side so that you can see it. Okay, so I have my t equals to 1.575 over 105. Okay, then we need to now simplify this one. Okay, now what you can do to simplify this is that you can choose to move the decimals from 8. Okay, you can see that we have 3 decimal places here. Okay, up here you have 3 decimal places. So in order for you to make the work easier for you, okay, so that you don't struggle with it, I'll choose to find a way to move the decimal from it so that I can simplify this. Okay, because this answer, we need to convert it to seconds. Okay, you know that this is in hours, we need to convert it to seconds. Okay, but before that, let's simplify this one. Okay, what I'll do is that I can choose to multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 1000. Okay, in that way I can clear the decimal from it, okay, so that it can become simple for me to simplify. Okay, so I'll multiply both the numerator and the denominator by 1000, okay, to remove the decimal from it. Okay, so I need more space to continue. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to clean a portion of the board, okay, so that we can get enough space to do that simplification. Okay, so let me clean this side, okay, and let's have enough space to continue. Okay, so I have my t equals, I hope you are following and you can see. Okay, so I have my t equals 1.575 over 105. Okay, so I multiply this numerator by 1000, okay, and this denominator also by 1000. Okay, so that I have my t equals 1575. When this is being multiplied by 1000, it gives you this. Okay, 1575 over, when this is being multiplied by 1000, you get 105000. Okay, very simple. Okay, now this is how it works. Check. You see that you have 1.575 being multiplied by 1000. So you just stand at where the point is and you move 3 steps backwards. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, and that will result in 1575. Okay, then this 105 times 1000. All that you need to do is to pick the 3 zeros and attach it to it, so it will give you 105,000. Okay, now this is the time given in hours. Okay, and with this we need to now change it to seconds. Okay, because the question says we should find the time in seconds, okay, not in hours. We have to find the time in seconds. So now that this time is in hours, we need to change it to seconds. Okay, we can now choose to simplify it before we convert it to seconds, but you can also choose to maintain it like this and convert it to seconds. Anyways, it will work any way that you want. You can use 5 to simplify this one if you want. Okay, then after that, whatever you get, you convert it to seconds, or you can maintain it like this and convert it to seconds. Anyway, it will work. Okay, so I will choose to maintain it like this, and I will now convert this answer to seconds. Okay, so let's go ahead. So I have this, okay, as my time in hours, so I want to convert it to seconds. We know that for every 1 hour it's equal to 3600 seconds, so we are going to use that to convert this. Okay, so let me write it down. I need enough space. Okay, so I still have to clean some portion of the board. Okay, so let me clean this portion and let me continue from here. Okay, so I want to clean this one so that we can continue. I hope you understand. Okay, so I have that for every 1 hour it equals to 3600 seconds. Okay, so I'm going to write it down. That's my 1 hour equals to 3600 seconds. Okay, and I'm trying to convert this value, okay, which is 1575 all over 105,000 hours to seconds. Okay, so having that, the 1 hour equals to 3600 seconds, then the 1575 over 105,000 will be equals to, let's say, y. Okay, I don't know. Okay, so I hope you understand up to this point. Okay, so from here, all that we need to do is to cross multiply to solve for y. Okay, so let's cross multiply from here. Okay, we are going to cross multiply. Okay, so y times 1, it gives y. Okay, so I'm going to have my y equals to this value, this fraction times this. Okay, so it's going to be 1575 over 10500 times 3600. I hope you agree and you understand up to this point. Okay, so we need to do some simplification here. Okay, so let's go ahead and do that. Okay, so now I can first cancel this 0 and these zeros away. Okay, the 2 zeros here will cancel 2 zeros down here. I hope you agree with me. Okay, so now let's just write what we have left. So I have my y equals to 1575 all over 1050 times 36. Okay, so we can still simplify further. Okay, using 25, I can simplify this and this. Okay, so 25 goes into this, 25 goes here 63 times. Okay, you can do your long division and you get to know it. Okay, so 25 goes into this 1575 63 times, and 25 goes into this 1050 42 times. Okay, so you can just check with your long division. Okay, so 25 goes here 42 times. Okay, so I have my y equals 63 over 42 times 36. Okay, so let me continue from here. Okay, so we have 63 over 42 times 36. Okay, I hope you agree with me. Okay, so now using 6, I can simplify this 36 and the 42. I hope you agree with me. Okay, so 6 goes here 6 and 6 goes into the 42 7 times. Okay, so 7 times. Okay, then this 7 and the 63 can simplify. Okay, so 7 cancels itself 1 and goes into the 63 9 times. Okay, so we have, what we have left here is 9 times 6. I hope you agree. Check the values very well. Okay, so there's 9 left here times the 6 which is left here, and that gives 54. Okay, so we are going to have that our y, okay, my y equals to 54 seconds. Okay, so that is the final answer. Okay, so the time that we are looking for in seconds, the time is 54 seconds. Okay, so the question says that we should calculate in seconds the time a passenger on the train spends in the tunnel. Okay, so that time is 54 seconds. Okay, so first we got the time in hours and we change it to seconds, okay, using the unit conversion. Okay, I hope the explanation was clear enough and you understood it as well. Please don't forget to like the video and also share the video, and if you are watching for the first time, please follow the page and also subscribe to my YouTube channel. I'll see you again in another video whilst we solve other examples. Bye bye.